The purpose of this video is to provide a recap on the Earth Engine app and what was accomplished in part 1 of the tutorial. As you can see, I've got the virtual machine pulled up and I have the app running in the background with my Tethys portal pulled up in Chromium. Let's go ahead and launch the app and we'll take a look at this app. So if you recall, the first thing that we did is we added the controls. These controls are used to drill down to the product that we want to visualize on the map. We start at the satellite platform, select a sensor for that platform, and then select a product. And then we have other controls to select the date, kind of time range that we're interested in. Okay? With the reduction method, so that we can decide if we want to see a median or an average or something else, minimum, standard deviation, etc. Okay, but these controls were static and they didn't do anything until we implemented the JavaScript, which was the next step. Okay, and what the JavaScript does is it changes and updates the options in the menus as other options change that they're dependent on. So for example, right now the Modus satellite platform is selected, and if I look at the sensor options, I only have one. I have Terra. Okay, Terra is not going to be an option if I select, say, the Sentinel platform. So the JavaScript updates this to show us the sensors that are available for that platform. Same thing with Landsat. You can see we've got two different sensors. Okay, and this is also the case of the product. Okay, the product changes as we select different sensors. All right, so that's what the JavaScript portion did. Next, we set up the map view. The map view we put together really quickly using the Tethys map view gizmo, and that gave us a really good base to start on. And provided base maps and the basic controls that you'd expect in kind of a map view, right? Once the map view was in place, then we implemented the logic behind this load button that allowed us to actually load the imagery. Okay, I don't have a very interesting time range selected. Let me maybe select a couple months back, just so that we get more passes by the satellite, right? So this is Landsat surface reflectance. And for kicks and giggles, let's go ahead and load land surface temperature, just to show another one. So part of it was this loading map animation that shows every time there are layers loading or tiles loading. And that just helps indicate to the user that it is doing something so they don't keep pressing the load button and overload your system. All right, so the final step then was to implement these controls, which allow us to drop a point or draw a polygon, and then we can press the plot AOI button to plot an area of interest. So basically we're drilling down through all the different layers and grabbing data points and then plotting them. In the case of the polygon, we had to average that somehow, and we do that using the reduction method. And that's where we left off. Okay, so hopefully this gives you a good overview of where we left off, and now you're ready to go on part 2 of the tutorial, which I'm excited about. So let's go.